Welcome to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash and ought to be a sensational game. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Bowling Green Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial. They get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Burrowing for yardage. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Walker to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Moss. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun. Rush right in his face. Gets it inside the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The Falcons offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Had over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out. Quick give. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room. It's raining. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide right, it's Moses. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's raining. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long coming up. Walker will fire. Left side is Moses. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Complete. Powers through the defender. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. Down he goes.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got an alley. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants to go deep. He's got it way down the field. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Working the ground game. He's got the first down. He stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. The Falcons looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready. 18.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it in his belly. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Using his feet. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, BG!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. He'll pull it down and run. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Look out! Gets rid of it.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Rainey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and 3. Walker to throw. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressive.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run it on fourth down. There he goes. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. It's dropped after taking the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Moses. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Rushes on. Fires immediately. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Now on the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Hits inside. It's Rainey. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
1st and goal for the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught near the sideline, it's Hamilton. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Under pressure. Finds his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Back to pass on second down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And they'll take over 1st and 10. Break, over. Check, 6-9-2, check. Go.
Walker will fire. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Drops back on first down. They're all over it. He'll pull it down. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Offense gets set for second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Quick give. It's raining. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Finds his target.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Left side, it's Moss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Drives inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to take it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Gives it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Walker to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Rainey. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Driving forward, it's Rainey. He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line. And send the tight end in motion. Turns up, it's Woodyard. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet at the 35. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Right side, it's Woodyard. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Falcons are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Misses badly on that one.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Look out! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready. Go.
Give to the single back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Rides to the back. Got the first down. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Sacramento State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rid of it on the RPO. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Second and long here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Out wide left, it's Woodyard. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Touchdown Falcons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They'll give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff, it's Moss. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Keeps it looking for the edge. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. The run inside. It's Rainey. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and long right here. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react.
Breaks free in the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Complete in the middle. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcon. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
From the gun, it's Rainey. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for room. It's Moss. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Keeps it on first down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. Really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter, but now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to throw it. And And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. He takes it in. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful. You don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football and give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Hamilton. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, he has to have it. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion and keep the sticks moving.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself. And
it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.